All right, guys, it's time for our at-home activity today. And this one I think is going to be a little bit nostalgic for some of y'all. This is something that I did when I was a little girl, and I bet a bunch of you guys played this when you were young as well. But what we talk about a lot in preschool, especially toward the end of the year, is are you doing your best work or are you just finishing? And that's something I really want to instill in our kids just as a preliminary, like preschool value, is that I always want to do my best work. I never just want to scribble, scrabble, and then be done. Now, that doesn't mean that every kid is going to do it perfectly every time, but I try to really know my kids and know exactly what each one of them is capable of so that I can push them to do what is that kid's best. So I talk to them a lot about doing their best work, and I think this is a really fun activity for teaching that. So what we're going to do is you're going to get a blank piece of paper, whatever kind of paper you can find, and here it goes. I know you guys have done this. You just get your dark colored marker or crayon or pen, and we're just swirling around the page. All right, so you've got all these swirls. And now we're ready for our kids to make our art project. So you've made the outline, and then you are going to get your children to sit down, and all they're going to do is pick a hole that they're going to color in. And they're going to do their best, most careful work. They're not scribbling over the page. Their goal is to fill in all the white space in one of these holes, okay? So they're just going to get to coloring. And again, it's going to look different for different kids. Some kids aren't going to be able to do it exactly in the lines. Some kids are. Some kids, might color a big piece. Some kids might color a tiny piece. You challenge your kids at their own ability level, okay? So now they've colored one in. If you have another kid, they can take a turn coloring one in. Choose a different color and just get to coloring. And then you can take a turn. It can be like a little game. But together you guys can make this really fun art project that you guys can hang up. And it's just a good little challenge for their fine motor skills and for them to do their most careful work, okay? So you guys have fun with this activity. You can play it with all your kids, old and young, and just let them have a great time with it. Enjoy!